see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse-eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence.
Geralt had to face Radeon, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own.
Sharp pain in the spine. Watch your step. A whole day wasted. In short, who kisses your ass today will bite it tomorrow. Ah.
It takes a great many arrows to call a pipe salvation from sin. They've gone mad, Witcher. Lost their minds. They're to burn non-humans now.
feel quite faint today.
Sick of it all.
What shall I whip up for supper? I know some frown upon you, but to me,
We'll
you're
have
a
order
hero.
at last! Long live Radovid! Hail the mage hunters!
Best deal around. One for the price of two. Or, oh, wait a tick.
What's that? Why are your eyes so stern?
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
What will the morrow bring?
Any needs, master?
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ceres.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
How'd it go with the Lodge? Anyone agree to help?
I'm afraid the situation's looking grim. Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. But it's neither the time nor the place for this discussion. Triss will tell you more.
Charming place. Why are you here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in. Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
These humans go wild by the day.
Watch where you're going, eh? Temple Guard let even you into the city.
Damn it. Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk. Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down. We just want to chat.
And then stick a sieve between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
No. No, not really.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
So be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Derard.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Derard alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they'd learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Huh. Explosives could take care of that?
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
No, not officially, but you know how it is.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
What's the hurry, Mud Prince?
Help! Save me! I'm dying with poverty.
You can learn a great deal.
Greetings, Ivier.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Listen, So long.
Long live Radeon! Move on.
Must be mad running around in this
Trouble?
Ooh! Scandalous!
I'll be late. Double chase.
Eternal fire, keep me safe.
I wish my man were as
Leave me
brave as
be.
you. And he'd kill monsters.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
Gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I plan to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
How'd you and Priscilla meet?
It was at the court of Duke Hereward, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in the final.
Who won?
I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile, notice her shoes, let her chat about them a bit, and she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
See you, Dandelion.
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but madam, well, you know.
Zoltan.
Get out.
They're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. They'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf lingering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city. Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later. Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots. Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject? Past burning pyres on the way into town, non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Guess.
In short, she was here, at this inn, under our noses the whole time. Transformed, seated on her perch with a dimeridium band on her leg.
Zoltan's owl?
Mm-hmm.
So why isn't she here anymore?
Because Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Kidding, right?
Sadly, no. A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Need to take care of something first. Meet you somewhere later?
Fine. The fountain outside the Passiflora. And hurry, please.
data hanky. Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Meet you there. Gotta see to something along the way.
Hurry. I'd rather not loiter in the street any longer than necessary.
Right cabbage last night. Head feels like it's full of sauerkraut.
So I'm afraid to see the surgeon. Never know when they'll accuse him of witchcraft.
Let's play Burton the Witch. Yay! She can be the witch. I don't want to be a witch. Burning witches and
My strength's gone.
Got my eye on you.
hooray! Eternal fire. Father of all. Hear my prayer.
If they burn the fires and went, we might at least warm Pam. Many thanks to you, Geralt. Well, well.
Why do you give your food to that beggar?
His Majesty King Radeon is a
Did you see
stern
those poor
ruler.
wretches who
What a
fled
just
Vega?
Just this morning, my Greta came back from the market with news.
I need a belt set.
Looking for something in particular?
A pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Lead the way.
Find any monsters in Novigrad.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
Accursed hunters. What are those thoughts alive? Heading a king.
Eternal flame will burn away our sins.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests. So bugger off, you... Turds!
Here I thought we could do this the nice way.
Out of the way, you louts! Or we'll cut up your mug so the girls at Cripple Kate's won't even have you.
What do you say?
Didn't understand? Too many syllables? Fuck off!
Oh, you little bitch!
Guards!
Take him from the back!
Show me what you got.
You say Geralt?
We'll deal with it.
You say Geralt? Geralt who?
Of fucking Rivia.
Well, why didn't you say that from the get-go? Sorry to hassle yous. Misunderstanding that. Mr. Wiley's expecting you.
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Well, well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, 'cause you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, whoa, stop, it's me, Dudu Bieberfeld. You really didn't recognise me?
Dudu?
Wait, Ciri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mama's Plate, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheathe your sword, Ciri. It's Dudu.
Gods! You give me quite the scare.
Not wise to play games with a witcher.
Horson Jr.? Was there no one else you could impersonate?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Dudu.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Chose an interesting line of business.
Dudu's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Horson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
Be careful. You could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True. I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Time's up.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The Temple Guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I take after you.
Help a woman in need. An abomination.
I asked for fresh fish.
Geralt of Rivia.
I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad, but the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zeracania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to concentrate intensely and hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The training I did with Avalon was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to, close my eyes, and it's done.
Hello? 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 हेलो। अरे क्या है यार B9 भोसड़ी के तुम्हारी आवाज नहीं आ रही है मादर चोद।
हेलो।
और भोसड़ी के
और जिंदा वापस आ गए तुम? कहाँ चला गया मादर चोत लारे?
पता नहीं यार। तू
तो
बता
आगे
यार क्या
कितने
करना हाल।
कितनी देर हो गई?
आ गया अभी यार, अभी शायद से 40 मिनट हो गया होगा। मैं खाना वाना खा के आराम से आया हूँ अभी।
हमने जीटे नहीं खेला, तो नहीं आगे चला गया इसलिए तो आगे छूट जाएगी तो खेल लेंगे तो।
अरे बहुत से थैंक्स, बड़ा थैंक्स।
कैसी रही ट्रिप, कैसा रहा?
अरे बहुत प्यारा यार, कलकत्ता एक मजेदार जगह है, मतलब
फोटो
अलग ही
भेजने
है।
क्या, कैसी फोटो वोटो, क्या सीन, कहाँ घूमने गया था?
देख एक दिन तो बंद था, तो एक दिन कुछ ज्यादा कर नहीं पाए। विक्टोरिया मेमोरियल घुमा। रुको यार, फोटो भेजते हैं मेरे को, वो सारे फोटो पहले डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना पड़ेगा सही से, उसके बाद भेजते हैं तुम्हें।
बिरयानी तो खाने गया था मेरी।
हाँ बिरयानी खाना गया था, लेकिन बिरयानी इतनी खास नहीं है अभी। मतलब थोड़ा स्वीट स्वीट है यार, अलग है। आई डोंट नो, मुझे पसंद नहीं आया।
अरे आलू डाला होता ना इस वजह से।
अबे नहीं, आलू ठीक है बे, मतलब उसका टेस्ट ही थोड़ा ऐसा यू नो
मैं
स्वीट
समझ
स्वीट
रहा
है।
हूँ। हाँ हाँ होता है, अरे लेकिन पता है डिपेंड करता है, हो सकता है किसी जगह पर अच्छा मिलता हो।
अबे लेकिन मैं तो बेस्ट जगह में है ना, वो अरसलान की बिरयानी, असलाम बिरयानी जो भी हो।
हाँ ये भी है, ये भी है।
हाँ फिर अब क्या है मतलब,
हाँ
आई वोंट से इट
हाँ
वाज बैड भाई, लेकिन फ्लेवर अच्छा था।
हाँ
बट
हाँ, मैं समझ रहा हूँ, तेरा वैसा होगा थोड़ा स्पाइसी वाला
हाँ,
टेस्ट।
अपने को वो अलग ही चाहिए।
ये तो है।
तुम्हारा बता यार, क्या क्या केक ऐसा तुम्हारा नैनीताल का मादरचोद जा
अबे
बात।
हम गए नहीं नैनीताल,
नहीं गया।
नहीं ऐसा हो गया अबे फ्लड व्लड का चोद हो। फिर पता क्या सीन हो गया कि अगर
हाँ
नैनीताल अभी जाना है ना तो तुमको वो लेना पड़ेगा परमिशन, अभी परमिशन वाला सीन हो गया। मैंने छोड़ो गाड़ मारा, हम जाएंगे।
इतना भी नहीं करना अपने को।
अरे
हाँ? फिर चले जाती है। अबे यार अपडेट करो बे ड्राइवर गरीब।
अपडेट नहीं, सुनो और फिर पता क्या हुआ।
हाँ
अरे फिर एग्जाम और आ गया ना, इसलिए नहीं गया। 27 से एग्जाम है मेरे।
सुन के अच्छा लगा, सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा बेटा,
ये
बहुत
और चौथ हो गया। बढ़ा दिया है, आगे फिर जाएंगे।
अच्छा। कोई दिक्कत नहीं, अरे अभी तो होली पे घर भी तो जाके जाएगा।
हाँ, वैसे ही वहां तो जा ही चुके हैं, वो तो हम फर्जी जा रहे थे ऐसे ही।
और ये बताओ एंडिंग कैसा लगा पिक्चर का, पहले हमें ये बताओ।
अबे एक नंबर था। अरे
एक
लेकिन
नंबर
पता है,
था।
अभी तुमको पता है हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन बहुत हार्ड है भाई, तुम खेलो आगे।
अच्छा ठीक है।
हाँ
मतलब क्या हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन किसके बारे में है? बताओ बताओ जरा।
देख, मैं तुझे बताता हूँ तुझे क्या करना है। जो मेरी गेम फाइल है, ठीक है, उसमें एग्जैक्टली मेन क्वेस्ट करके वाइल्ड हंट वाला खत्म कर देना, ठीक है।
ओके।
और फिर जैसे ही हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन की क्वेस्ट आने लगी, हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन करना। हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन में एक लव स्टोरी है भाई, बहुत अल्टीमेट।
किसका?
एक बंदा होता है वैन एवरिक करके, ओलिवर वैन एवरिक, और एक लड़की होती है उसकी बीवी, उन दोनों की कहानी है। उनकी कहानी शुरू होगी और एंड हो जाएगी वहां पे, हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन खत्म है। नाम से पता लगा ना, हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन मतलब पत्थर का दिल। बेंचो लौंडा बहुत हरामी होता है, अब तुम खेलना तब पता चलेगा।
तो कितना बड़ा है ये पूरा हार्ट ऑफ स्टोन?
हम्म, समझ रहे हैं?
हाँ हाँ समझ गया, नहीं मादर चौक को गाली दे रहा था।
अरे इसकी आवाज क्या नहीं आ रही B9 की?
पता नहीं वे, मैं बोल रहा हूँ आवाज नहीं आ रही, बोलता है भाई पूरा कैपिटल में आई नो वेट। अब क्या ही बताएं।
रुको सर्वर चेंज करके देख लें, शायद उससे कुछ इशू हो। हेलो?
हाँ आ तो रही है तुम्हारी आवाज।
उसकी तो नहीं आ रही, सिंगापुर कर दिया मैंने अब।
पता नहीं वे अलग ही दिक्कत होगा ना ये।